good present moment. Thank you for tuning back here with me and MIORBI. If you found this video, it finds you perfectly at the right time all the time. Thank you for all the support that you guys have been showing me. Thank you for allowing me to broadcast my authentic frequency here on MIORBI, being myself, unleashing the source within me, and allowing source to flow through me onto you and channel messages and just shift your reality from this moment to the next real quick, real fast. All you got to do is just be aware in this moment. Allow me to do the talking. Just be aware and allow yourself to accept the things that I am saying into your reality, because that's the first step. Acceptance. You know what I'm saying? Be aware, accept, be. You know what I'm saying? Be at peace. You know what I'm saying? I woke up today and I really had something that was stirring in my heart, on my mind, and something that really helped me through dark times to remember all these different aspects about myself, or to get me through hard times. And I wanted to bring it here to you guys, and I wanted to really share it. And it was really just being able to know that you have to meet God, source, your angels, your guides, whatever higher power you look up to, whatever guidance you have to meet them halfway. But for this instance, this conversation, I'm gonna just keep it on God so we don't get all over the place. Our religions, we all got our spiritualities, we all got the ways that we get down when it comes down to that aspect of ourselves. But what we need to allow ourselves to do while praying and while wanting all these things in life and going through all these things, we need to allow ourselves to meet God halfway. A lot of us have been on this planet and earth for a long time. And a lot of us have put prayers and prayers, and a lot of us have seen prayers be answered, and some of us saw prayers not be answered. And then we would blame, we would say, God, why? Why would you do this? Why would you allow this? But it's like, do you not understand that you are co-creating your reality? Do you not understand that God has allowed you to see, walk, breathe, and be here on his creation with the power to direct your power that he's allowed you to have here with intent? Everything you do in this life is intention. You have the intention behind a lot of the things that you do. Why not gain that power back and point your intent in the direction that you want your desires and your goals and your dreams and your prayers? God is always there and God is always present. But when do we meet God halfway? Halfway. When do we meet him halfway? And we let him know, like, I hear you, I understand, I get exactly what you've been trying to tell me this entire time, and I surrender, Father. And I'm gonna take this time and this opportunity to make a better choice now, because there's a future that I see that you are trying to show me and direct me. So that is where I'm going to point my intention and my power that you have allowed me to hold and have in this life. That's where I'm going to point my power. That's where I'm going to point my intent. If you have power in your intentions, and therefore you need to point your intentions in good ways, good aspects, and good possibilities in your life to get better possibilities. You make choices every single day. But a lot of the choices that you do make are not even conscious choices. They just happen in your life and you think they're normal, but they're patterns that just happen around you. You can change the direction of your life the second you decide to become aware of the fact that you can. Again, I'm not speaking from no high place, no low place. I'm speaking from a place that we all sit and stand in every day, and that's the now moment. That's the here and now. We all here all the time. We all wake up every day and see the same stuff on social media. So it's different depending on our experiences, but we get up and we see things online. Why not choose to make a different choice? Why choose to let the same things that happened to you yesterday happen the next day, therefore putting you in the same place tomorrow? Therefore putting you in the same place next week, next month, next year. We got to learn how to meet God halfway. We can pray, we can ask for everything in the world, But if you don't have the power to hold what God can give you, then why would he give it to you? If you ask for something and you don't want to go train for it, then what's the point of even asking for it? That's like trying to go join the military, but you don't want to go to boot camp to become the Marine or become the soldier or become the airman or become the what they do in the Coast Guard. I don't know the name, my bad, no disrespect, but it's you can't be praying for stuff and then not trying to put the work in to go get it. You can't ask God for the blueprint and then not put the work in to go get it. You can't ask God what direction, but then not be willing to put those steps in to walk in that direction. We have to learn how to meet God halfway, even in the small ways and the big ways. But the small ways is what matters because those daily patterns, those daily loops that are automatically running in your life while you're trying to pray to God and ask for change. So you need to be disciplined. You need to have momentum, consistency. You need to constantly be meeting God halfway to be able to create the new patterns in your life. You can pray to God all you want. You can pray and you can wait till next year for the prayer to come. But we talking about the power, the split waters. We talking about the power to put someone from prison and anoint them in the kingdom, in the castle. We come on. We talk about a force that is powerful to heal the blind, to make fish and bread boom in the basket. Now everybody eating. That's the type of power that we talk about. That's the power that we throw around every day to act like we know that what we talking about. But we have a power here, y'all. And this power can flip things from now to now. This power can turn your whole life from this second. You could be living a different life tomorrow if that's what the power asks of you. Do you not see how powerful the energies around you in the life that you live? There's a God that everybody talks about, but who really knows him? Who really walking with him? Who really moving? Who really being observant? Who really chilling, being quiet? Who is really walking with the God that they tell everybody about? You tell everybody that you know what I'm saying? You walk with God, you do this, you do that, but where's the action behind it? It all goes back to meeting God halfway. You can't meet God halfway if you don't have no action. If you don't put no action behind your words. If you say you're gonna do this, if you say God told me to do this, yeah, I feel like I believe that God has told me to do this and be this and act this way and talk like this, then you better get to going and getting to do that. That's just what it is. There is no God told me to do this, but then oh shit, I'm tired, man. My body, man. I just got off work, man. God, you gonna have to give me till tomorrow. You can't be doing all that. You just delaying the inevitable. You just procrastinating all your energy away to the point you ain't gonna have no more energy no more. It ain't gonna be worth it because you're gonna feel like you're so old in age. You're gonna feel like you're already lived a long life, so you don't want to do anything more. And it's like, no, bro. It's never too late to turn your heart and your gaze and your awareness towards the source. It's never too late. Never. You can be old and guy had the power to make you young. Your car cannot be working. God can figure out how to get your car working. The only thing stopping the power from flowing into your life and answering these prayers of yours is that mind. It's not clear. That mind has a lot of things in it, a lot of old programming from birth, society, school. That mind has a lot of things in it. And it's stopping you from hearing the Father. It's stopping you from understanding the Father. It's stopping you from understanding the guidance that's in your life. You have a lot of things. There's a lot of phones, a lot of screens, a lot of tablets, a lot of TVs, a lot of ads, a lot of conversations, a lot of gossip, a lot of drama. These are a lot of things that stop God's guidance from like getting to you. If you be on your phone scrolling all the time, when can God find the time to let you know what you got to do? If you just constantly in somebody else's business, when can God find the time to let you know that you need to be in your business? Come on. We have to be aware of what is actually being said and what's actually being explained, because what and are you allowing God to come into your life and direct you and guide you? Are you even awarely, consciously making the time and the space for God to come into your life and change something? I'm not just talking about praying every day. I'm not just talking about getting in the Bible. I'm talking about, is there a time and place where you are sitting down and consciously saying, this is when I'm going to sit down and I'm going to listen for whatever God has to tell me in this moment? And it could be anything, big or small, something that I want to worry about, something that I don't want to worry about. It does not matter. But you have to consciously bring yourself to the present moment of, like, in this moment, I am speaking to the Most High. You have to consciously tell yourself that you are speaking to the Most High when you are sitting there speaking to the Most High. Not just believing that you are, you have to consciously know that you are. You got to believe that within yourself, that the words that are coming out of your mouth, that's what you are. You are speaking to the Most High. You have to make yourself aware of that. Because the moment you become aware of that, then you'll be able to carry that discernment, carry that presence on into your daily life, your daily patterns, you start to see the patterns that don't resonate with you and your soul. How are you doing? I hope you're having a good day, Press. But you start to see just the things that actually resonate with your soul and the things that don't resonate with your soul. And those are the things that the source, God, higher power wants you to understand, that, hey, yes, I created this world. Yes, I created all of this. Yes, I allow people to do this. Yes, people do this here, do that there. Yes, there's a devil. Yes, there's this. Yes, there's that. But what he needs you to understand is that you need to understand in your life what is good and what's bad. If you can't control yourself in the light aspect, in the dark aspect, okay, for sure. But if you can't control yourself in the light aspect and in the dark aspect in this lifetime, then how is God going to trust you to move forward with the thing that you prayed for? If you can't even show him right now in your present day and time now that you even know what's good and what's bad, who's affecting you, who's swaying you right, who's a bad influence, who's a good influence. If God came down right now and told you, hey, I need you to point out every single person in your life that you feel like is good or right, and you had to get the list correct. If you got the list wrong and you misjudged all these people in your life, you ain't going nowhere good. Would you pass? If God came out right now and said, everybody in your life right now, what I need you to do is, right now, I need you to write down everybody in your life, and I need you to tell me who's real and genuine and who's been bullshitting in your life. And if you get the list wrong, you ain't going where you trying to go. Are you gonna get that correct? Do you even know what's really going on in your life? Are you aware of what's going on? Who affects you? Who don't really fuck with you? Who don't really understand you? Who don't really know you? Do you understand the roles of the people in your life and why they do what they do and how they do it? Do you understand that? You have to be aware and conscious. We got to go back to meeting God halfway. We got to be putting action behind our words, action behind our prayers. We got to put action behind them. Because you look, I get it, the prayer is powerful. It's powerful to pray. But pray and put action behind it. Meet the prayer. You sent the prayer off. Now go behind it with action. Go, not go check up on the prayer. I'm not saying go check. No. Lead behind it with a small intent of something. It could be small, man. Pray about it and then make a small movement. Make a small intention movement forward in that direction. It don't got to be no big stuff. Just make a small little leak, just a little something. It don't matter if you was like, man, I really want to do social media or something, or hey, I really want to open up my business. If that's what you want to do and you praying about it, you putting no effort towards it, make one little small intention towards that way. It don't matter if it's looking up addresses, you know what I'm saying, for businesses. It don't matter if you're looking up uh different labels and stuff like that. But do something in your reality that kind of shows God that, like, hey, I'm serious. I'm serious about this. I've been talking to you about it, been praying to you about it. I'm serious about this in my heart. This is what I want. And just because I don't have it right now, I'm not gonna let it go. Just because I ain't got it right now, just because you ain't showing it to me right now, I ain't gonna let it go because that's what I want. You have to develop and build these relationships with these higher powers that are here. This is a spiritual land, spiritual gold, in my opinion. How powerful energies are and what you actually can do and how you can manipulate energies within yourself. How you can understand different aspects about yourself. Yeah, I'm a nut for that. I'm a nut for it. Because what else would I want to do in this lifetime other than to just truly understand me and why I operate the way I do? Why do I get mad? Why do I get irritated about this? Why do I get frustrated? Why would I want to waste my time trying to be on drama and gossip with everybody else when I can spend that time trying to get to know why I operate the way I operate? Because once you understand you, ain't nobody can ever control you. Once you understand your flaws and your light, once you understand the light and shadow aspects of yourself, nobody can ever control you again. The best thing you can do in this lifetime is understand who you are. Yo, what's good, Jordan? How you doing? Best thing you can ever do in this lifetime is understand who you truly are, in and out. Outside, try to tell you who you are every single day. But the moment you go inside and the moment you decide to choose you, your whole life flips over. The whole world changes the second you decide to choose yourself. Because then there's the truth. Once you choose yourself and you by yourself and ain't nowhere else to go, all that's left is the truth. You can blame everybody in your life for all the circumstances and things that you have been through and what's happened to you, but you got to understand that God has always been a play in all of this. And everything happens for a reason. So it's really never the people, it's really never the opinions, it's really never that. It always comes back to you. It always comes back to what are you truly allowing yourself to believe in this life? What are you allowing yourself to consume? Because you ultimately hold the power in your life. You got a brain. I'm trying to tell you, you got a subconscious, you got a conscious mind. You got eyes. You are aware of the fact that you can even see out. You're aware of the fact that you are even here. You're aware already. You just got to bring that awareness, align that awareness with the consciousness, align the consciousness so you can start to understand what is going through my awareness to get to my subconscious. Because your subconscious is believing whatever it believes. It doesn't have an off switch. Your subconscious is running every single day. Don't got an off switch. So whatever you got going on in your immediate reality is what your subconscious is processing and throwing out to you to experience. You're powerful, ladies and gentlemen. You're powerful. We need to understand how powerful we are as humans, as souls, as spirits. We are very, 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 very powerful. And you're using your power every single day. But you might not even be using the power. Your power might be getting siphoned from what's going on in the world. But you got power, man. That's why you here, and that's why people be pulling on your energy every day and pulling on your vibes and trying to make you feel less than yourself because you're powerful. You have the ability to create, and people don't want you to create. But it ain't people, it's the energies, it's the entities that's controlling all of this. They don't want you to really know who you are. Because the second you know who you are, buddy, ain't that going back. Ain't that going back. Ain't that going back second you find out who you is. I'm gonna tell you that shit straight up. Once you stand in your power, it ain't no going back, man. It's like Neo in the Matrix. A fucking Truman show. You need to understand this. But you will though. You just gotta tap into MIORBI, man. You gotta subscribe, like, do what you gotta do. You know what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's all you gotta do. You just gotta tap in. You wanna break out the matrix, shit. You found the right place. But man, it's God, man. You can't do nothing in this life. And you don't meet God halfway, bro. There's other energies and stuff like that that you can that can, like, you know what I'm saying, take control of you and shit like that. But in truth, God, source, universe, divine, it's the truth, bro. It's the truth, bro. Like, I don't listen. Everything else that you could tell me about this world and life and how you should do it, it ultimately puts you back in a place where somebody has power and control over you. But when you follow truth and follow your heart and follow your inside and follow true guidance, you start to understand how, like, nobody really has control over you. Even the divine source, they don't have control over you because you ultimately can make the choice, because we are living on a planet where we have free will. So you ultimately have a choice. Even when God comes to you and says, "Hey, do this," you got a choice to do it or not. And the devil comes to you and says, "Hey, do this," you got a choice to do it or not. So you ultimately have a choice. You know what I'm saying? But it's like when it comes down to truth and authenticity and living in purpose, living in calling, living from the soul, you nobody got control of you because your soul knows exactly what it's supposed to be doing. And all you gotta do is allow your soul to express. Ain't nobody got control. Nobody telling you how to do this, but no, your soul already knows everything, bro. You gotta just quiet that noise. You quiet that noise in your daily life, quiet that noise around you, bro. Your soul gonna start to really start speaking to you. Your spirit gonna start to awaken. You have to meet it halfway. You gotta meet the energies halfway. There's the physical and the spiritual. There's a disconnect, right? You have to meet it halfway. Meet it halfway so you can bridge the gap between the physical and the spiritual within your reality. I love y'all, man. I genuinely do. Without y'all, I wouldn't be where I'm at. I wouldn't be expressing myself this way, or I wouldn't feel comfortable hopping on here and sharing truths and stuff that I hold deep inside of me. And I always was scared that, like, like, I tell people what I believe and stuff like that, they gonna try to laugh and say I'm crazy. I mean, that's, again, I lived in that reality. Don't get me wrong. I lived in that reality for a minute, bro. No matter the stuff that I would be saying and how I am now, I would be getting, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, people like, you don't know what the fuck you talking about. You don't know what you're talking about. You need to just go sit down, man. You need a chill pill. You need to take a chill pill, buddy. You talking about the universe and movies and Matrix and God? Like, come on, bro. You just watch a lot of movies, man. Nah, bro. It's real life. This shit is real life. It's real life, bro. You gotta just be aware enough to see that shit. Cause you can see it in a movie when it has something to do with somebody else. But the second it got something to do with you, boy, you only see a little bit. You only can see a little bit, man. As soon as it got some shit to do with you like, man, my shit narrow as fuck. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, that's how people be moving, bro. But you gotta, like, I'm telling you, like, in order to change, you gotta really be able to tap into yourself, your energies. You gotta be able to understand, like, what you do, so you can understand how you can change that shit. But if you don't understand yourself, then you ain't never gonna be able to change. You gotta understand yourself in this life. You got all this time, bro, and you already given the workforce 8 hours of your time every day. You already giving them 8 hours of your time every day. 12 hours, nigga. Niggas work is 40, 60 hour weeks. By choice. That's what y'all choose to do. But why don't you give yourself a couple hours, nigga? Give yourself 2, 3 hours a day, bro. Tap into yourself. Tap into your energies. Tap into who you are. Tap into what pissed you off, what made you happy. Tap into everything that make you you. and understand yourself. Use that time to grow from how you feel in that moment. Use that time to grow and put yourself in a better position for later. You can shift your awareness and consciousness just in the moment. You just gotta be aware because all the energy is already there. You just gotta attune yourself to it like you a radio station. You gotta like tune yourself to the frequencies around you because they always there. You just gotta like look at it and be like, okay, bet I'm about to change the TV station on this motherfucker. Oh, I don't like this shit. Change the TV station. But the controller is and like the antenna is you. Whatever you vibrate at, that's what's gonna change the frequency on the outside. You gotta vibrate at the frequency of what you were trying to see, type shit. You gotta vibrate. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, I ain't trying to get into like but think about it though. Let me break this down. This might be able to make a little. This is gonna make some sense. But think about it. The guy that that don't really get no girls and nothing like that. He going to the bar, he going to the club and stuff like that, right? And he always goes and somehow he got no game and shit like that. But he somehow be ended up with some girl and he ended up getting something for the night. Girl, I ain't gonna talk on the female. You know what I'm saying? But he just don't got no game for real, for real. But the way that he is able to get up and go to the club or the bar, end up with a girl, despite his game and what he says, is because he holds a certain frequency inside of him that tells him no matter what he does when he go outside that night, he's getting a girl. There's a certain frequency that he's holding. That frequency inside is that's off of belief. He believes that he's gonna get that girl, regardless of the game that he got, regardless of what you think about his game. He's gonna go get that goddamn girl that night. It's a frequency in a belief that he's holding inside of him that's allowing the reality, the universe, to orchestrate that in his reality for him to end up with some female. But that's what he's calling for. That's what he believes in. But that's how belief is a frequency. Is what do you believe is to happen in this moment? What is it that you believe to happen now? What is it that you believe? That's what it ultimately comes down to. The belief, the intent. You have to be aware of what are you believing in this very moment to be true. What is it that you believe? Because you understand, like sometimes when you believe stuff that might be wrong, but what is it that you believe? Because even if you believe something that's wrong, allow yourself to be wrong and move on. But what is it that you believe is happening right now in this situation, in this problem, in this and that? What do you believe is true? Because ultimately, that belief from that very moment is what's going to create the very next experiences that you have. And in those experiences, if you do not move off of genuine intent, if you do not move off of pure-hearted, good intent, then you are just creating a chaos of a reality because the universe ultimately does not know what you want. The universe is not going to know where you stand. You're standing on the light side or the dark side. What is you on? Source, God, divine, bruh. They always here. They ain't never gone nowhere. Just because they got Bibles and old books and God ain't never go nowhere. God always been here watching. God has been in every single conversation, every thought, every belief, every creation. God has been in and a part of and orchestrated. God has always been here. Ain't never gone nowhere. Just because your prayers wasn't answered don't mean God ain't never been there. Ain't always been there. Like, come on, ladies and gentlemen. You loved on a level that a lot of people don't understand. People don't get that kind of love of God that's in every single one of us. People don't realize the energies and power and what it takes for all of us, souls and beings on this planet, to wake up every day and be able to deal with our work and problems and money and all of this and relationships and kids and family and all of that. The amount of power that it takes for all of that to be running on a constant loop every day, cycle, seven. Come on, man. God always been here. Where have you been? God's been here the whole time, waiting on you to wake your ass up. Excuse my language, because we talk about the Father. But I'm just saying, God been the whole time trying to get you to understand what's going on. It's time to understand what he's been trying to tell you, bro. It's through imagination, curiosity, intuitive hits. They talking to you. God talking to you all the time. Your angels and gods and spirits are talking to you all the time. You need to understand that. Free your mind of the matrix. Free your mind of what is going on. Free it. Free your mind. Free your mind. Free it. Because what, bro? You got a powerful heart right there. You got a powerful heart. And you can't get to it. And you can't live in it because your mind is filled up with all this pre-programming. Mind, body, spirit. Mind, heart, body, spirit. All of them. They need to be aligned and connect, man. You need to align them and connect them because then guess what? If your mind, heart, body, soul, all of that is aligned and you have an intention to do something, all that power, bro, is going towards that thing that you intend to do. The good, the purpose, the calling, the dream, the desire. Align. Have pure intention. Have a good heart. You got everything you need, man, all the time, man. It's always right there. It literally just needs you to make the choice and the step to move in that direction and not stop. It's foggy as hell. It might be foggy. You might not see clearly. You might not know where you're going. You might not know what's gonna happen. But God said that's the direction I need you to go. You ain't gonna understand how it's gonna happen, but I need you to go there. And when you get there, you'll get it. It's like a video game, bro. If y'all understand, basically think about it like this. When you go to sleep tonight, all you doing is saving the motherfucking game. That's all you doing. It's just GTA. Think about it. When you wake up, the game continues. But when you go to sleep, you just saving the game. You saving the file. Every night, you just saving the file. That's all you doing. You saving the file every night. But for you, you might have forgotten that you was even in the game. You saving the game every night and you don't even realize you in the game. It's GTA, bro. Why you think? Come on, bro. I know y'all play video games too. Do you not understand when you get into the menu, start that damn game? That's the day you was born. That's when the game was started. The day you was born. Now when you start running around the game, the map, blah, 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 you don't recognize how many times while you played that game, you saved the game, went, got in the bed, slept, saved it for the next day to start. You didn't recognize how many times you did that. All you really know is the beginning and the end. You don't recognize all the times you started the new day. All the times you went and you saved the game. Now think about it in real life. What do you do every day? You wake up, do your shit, handle your business, bust your missing out, go to sleep. You saving the game. Wake up the next day, it's a whole new day. Now you get to rip and do some new shit. Do all kinds of shit. Say the game. New day. Now you compound and building new patterns. You making a whole new game. Wow, I'm trying to tell you. If you really tapped in, you really hear what I'm saying right now. And then hey, just make sure you pop all them coins for you say that game, man. There's coins every day. There's just a bunch of coins the universe just puts out and shit like that for us. You just gotta recognize all these little coins to grow and be better and evolve. And then within that, you just save the game at the end of the night. Just make it to the save the game point. You know what I'm saying? And then don't worry about nothing after that. All you gotta do is today worry about the fact that I'm about to just save the game and then restart tomorrow. Cause every day is a new day to be better and grow and flow, to be honest with you. That's how I do it over here in MIORBI, man. Every day is a new day to grow and flow and be and chill and vibe and woo. But I genuinely love y'all though, man. I really appreciate the support and stuff. I really do. Oh, look, I'm gonna show you. I got this tattoo. I got this new tat. I don't know if y'all can see it, but it's love is the bridge you build in the pain. I'm the source of my own experience. Truth creates miracles. Faith over fear. And then on this side, it's awareness is always present, and then calm plus clarity equals growth. Those are just some I want to say mantras or words or statements that really resonate with me. And some of them I got a cool story on like how I got them, but I'll probably go deeper into that another time. But it's really just something that's deep to me. Like love being the bridge that you build in the pain. To me, it's sitting there. You know, it'll be dark times that we all go through and stuff like that, but it's sitting there loving so deeply and believing in love and having it in your heart and having a lot of darkness just going on around you. The way that I've found peace through my journey, I had to build a bridge. I had to build a love for myself. I had to tap into the love that I had for the earth and for the world and for people. I had to tap into that over my problems and over the opinions of people in society. I had to tap into what was true. And what was true for me was my love for humanity and my love for this world and my love for what's right and my love for truth. There are a lot of deep aspects and versions of ourselves in this life that we hold deeply and dearly. But there's a lot of things that our minds like to cling on to and tell us that it's more important to deal with, to worry about. Whatever dwells deep in your heart, whatever you feel is the truth in the moment, that's what you should always trust. Because no matter what, your heart is the thing that is always mostly neglected in this life. Not you, not yourself. It's your heart. Because it's always beating and it's always there and it's always asking to be acknowledged. It's always asking to be listened to. There's always that truth within us that connects us all, that oneness, that source, that divine, that God, the universe, the intelligence. That's something worth tapping into. That's something worth knowing that truth is real, boundaries are real, self respect is real, values, principles are real. But ultimately, the oneness that we all share is real. How we're all connected, how we're all here, how we're all just being, how we all can wake up and breathe. That's what's real. The fact that we can communicate, that's what's real. The fact that we can eat, socialize, adventure, plant, farm, run, walk, shit. That's what's true. Not what, not everything that's been told to you. Not everything that you see is true. And you need to allow your discernment to kick on and allow you to see the truth in your life from your eyes. The world likes to speak from a lot of experiences that they never experienced themselves. A lot of us, a lot of people, they go on social media and they see other people experiencing things, and their brain makes them they feel like they experienced it, and they go off until their friends, their families, their environment, they speak to these people as if they experienced something that they simply just watched online for 30 seconds of somebody else experiencing it. So don't trust everything that people tell you, because not, in my reality, 90% of the time, bro, people talking to you, depending on who they are. There's some genuine people out there. There's some real people. But sometimes, depending on who you're talking to, bro, about 90% of the time, bro, they watch that shit online and they got their opinion from somebody else. Or they seen a video and they come to you and they act like they know what the fuck they're talking about. Or they're searching shit up on Google and telling you what they read on Google because a doctor or some fucking shit told them this on Google or some shit. But you need to understand that like 90% of the fucking time, people don't know what the fuck they're talking about, because we all living on Earth in the abundance of knowledge, an abundance of information. And a lot of us don't even go get information, man. There's a huge percentage of the world that doesn't even read. There's a huge percentage of the world that feels like books ain't nothing. So come on, ladies and gentlemen. Listen, when you watch my videos, I might be bouncing here and there, going off like that, but that's me, man. That's my presence. That's who I am, authentically. I don't just stay on the one little. I go because the more I talk, the more it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and plus, it don't gotta make sense to anybody but myself. This shit, I just talk. I just be myself, man. Like that's source, man. That's authenticity, awareness, like living in the present moment. Like I'm able to just be myself. I'm able to express myself just as I am, here and now, not caring, not being, not doing anything else, doing this and being me, man. I'm having fun, bro. I love this. I love it, man. I love this. Because this is me living from my heart, authentically. And it's beautiful. It's definitely something meant to be shared. And I just want people out there that don't have a voice for themselves to be able to live freely and be and express and love themselves and love the world, man. And stop living in fear. Fear is a gateway, man. Fear is the runway. Your body, you sense fear, you need to look that motherfucker in the face and tell him, I ain't scared. Like, I don't know what it is, bro. Stop being scared, man. People ain't gonna do nothing, bro. People more scared of you than anything, bro. People act out of fear. People only act a certain way that they act because they scared of something. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, but yeah, I don't know if I told you earlier. I love y'all though. I really do love y'all. Y'all really the ones make an impact to be impacted. Uh oh. Uh oh. My bad. My bad. Yo, before I started to shoot this, I went live before, but then it was like, nah, connection problem. But yes. But I got on here anyway. And I'm letting it flow, letting it be. But yeah, man. I love these live transmissions because like I just be myself for real, man. I don't really like putting up. a script and doing this and doing. I don't like that shit because it's. I feel like I'm just playing a role or I'm playing a plot or some shit like that. I don't like that stuff. I'll take notes and stuff like that, and then I like go off of the notes that I had that I want to talk about live. But when it comes down to like script or oh I gotta put the camera like this or I gotta have the camera like this and I gotta fuck I can't do all that shit, bro. Fuck that shit fake as hell to me. Like it's not fake as hell to me, but it's like that's just outside of my lane. I'm just myself. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like I gotta do too damn much, but other be my damn self. I feel like all the extra shit, it like drowns out the myself. It makes it just be pulling on my energy when I be doing shit that's like not really me, and I'm doing it for another reason. And it's like, nah, I can't tap into that shit, bro. But you say you in Chicago? Okay, shit. What's up from Chicago, man? Shout out Chicago, bro. How is it up there, man? Is it Matrix living up there, or is it normal living up there? Man, but presents, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna be ending the live here soon. I got some more things I'm trying to get done for MIORBI, but I love you guys and thank you. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you for tuning in with me and much love always.